Hey guys, it's Nina.
And Pam of
Very.
Bari-Bestiez.
All
We'll
right.
get it
Well,
eventually.
it's the internet. It's slow today. So anyway, guys, today I wanted to talk about body dysmorphia a little bit. So Pam and I just got back from JBY, the Just Be You Awards. We really enjoyed the whole event from the time we got off the plane to the time we got home. It was really just an amazing opportunity. No, we didn't win, but to be in the top five nationally is a huge honor, and we're looking forward to continuing this journey. But one thing that happened while I was there was that I already have a little bit of body dysmorphia where I still see the big girl in the mirror. I still see my pre-surgery self. I don't see what everybody else sees. Even when pictures are taken of me, it takes me comparing them to my previous self to see the difference. But I consistently was just comparing myself to others. And I have to remember that that's not how this works. What do they say? This thief of joy is comparison. Okay. So never compare yourself to another person. I had a young lady come up to me and I love her to death. She is amazing. She is one of the bariatric people that were on a journey that came to the event. And she's like, I just had to tell you about this NSV I had. She goes, I started as a size 18. First off, I was excited when I went from a 26 to an 18. So there's that part. We started at different parts of our journey. And she goes, and today I went to this really cool um, store and bought an awesome pair of jeans in a size two. I never thought I would buy
But
two.
do you remember what she said? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
no, go ahead.
What happened in that store? Her friend
Yes,
told her,
gave her the size two, and she's like, I can't fit into a size two. She goes, just try them on. Just try them on.
mhm,
Same thing you've done with me 1,000 times.
mhm.
Um, and I always fit into whatever you give me, and I just don't understand how it's possible. But so her friend gave her a size two, and she got into them, and she was thrilled. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? Um, but it wasn't until I got back to the hotel room that I went, did I stop losing weight because I met my first goal, the goal that I originally wanted? And Pam looks at me and she goes, "Don't be doing that to yourself." She's like, "You're very healthy now." She goes, "Do you want to lose weight? Do you feel like you need to lose weight? Are you happy where you are?" Listen, my before picture, y'all have seen it. I was a size 26. I was 344 pounds. I was so miserable. Back surgery, knee surgery, foot surgery, so many things happened because of my weight. Um, I can do things now I couldn't do in my 30s. Shoot, even in my 20s. I wish I had been this size when I had my son so that I could have done so much more with him and been a better mom. Like Pam and I've talked about before, I was the fat mom. So I still have that fat brain mentality where when I look at myself, I still see the fat woman. All the pictures that were taken of me this weekend, all I could see was the pinch of skin that's right here. I have had that since I was a child. So it doesn't matter what size I was, it was always going to be there. But I saw it. I saw when I was sitting in a position, if I was sitting and I had a roll, those things, we have to remember where we started and where we are. Pam really, she kind of popped me in the head. She's like, all right, come on. And I call it the Gibbs slap from NCIS because I'm a fan. And she really just, reminded me that I've been happy where I am. And I'm actually looking at my picture over here, and I will share it for a quick moment just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay. This is where I started, and this is where I was this weekend. I have nothing to be ashamed about. I have worked very hard for this. Was I wearing a Spanx type of undergarment? Oh, hell yeah. But that's because I didn't want to fall out of it, as you can see up here. I just didn't want to fall out of the outfit. I'm also very self-conscious of my body, all in general. I always have been. But there is zero wrong with this picture here. And I have to remember, I'm very happy with where I am. Let me stop sharing that. And so what I wanted to talk about in this and try to keep it as short as possible is just to remind you that you have to be happy with you. And it's okay if someone is celebrating being in a much smaller size because their body, their frame might be much smaller. My
Mhm.
frame is good at a size 10 to 12. I look healthy between 10 and 12, a size 10 to 12. I don't care what the scale says at this point. I'm more concerned about my size,
Mhm.
the size I'm in.
It's
Um,
just a number.
it's just a number, just like our ages, it's just a number.
Yeah.
Y'all love that, didn't you?
She was having her own body dysmorphia
Yes,
because
she
her
was.
friend convinced her you can fit in these size too. She
Mhm.
wouldn't try them before.
Yeah,
And so that was her moment.
that was her moment.
The signs of, sometimes, you know, I did not have a clue as to what body dysmorphia was. I'd never heard of it until bariatric surgery. Nobody ever brought it to my attention. But it's extreme. I'm going to read a few things here that I'm learning too. It is extreme preoccupation with perceived flaws in appearance, which may be minor or imagined, like you did.
Yeah.
Belief that you have a defect that makes you ugly or deformed, thinking others notice your appearance negatively or mock you. I have that. I'm always worried about, what someone is thinking when they look at me. Spending excessive time covering perceived flaws with makeup, clothing,
Oh
or
my gosh,
hairstyles. I'm
that's
always wearing big, baggy sweatshirts, or, I'm always trying to pull my shirt down. We all do that.
and how amazing did you look this weekend in that you had two fitted dresses or outfits that you wore this weekend,
Yeah.
and you rocked the hell out of it. You looked amazing. I
It
mean, girl,
it
you
was
have
so
your first,
hard to
it
walk out
is.
of the hotel room with those on because I just felt so uncovered. And it was just so like I'm out there now. Like I can't hide behind the baggy sweatshirt, or, the extra sweater. I couldn't hide. So it took some time, but I when I started listening to the positive feedback from other people there, other bariatric patients. And then I also got to see that I realized when we walked in most of those events, wow, she looks like me, or he
Yes,
has loose skin like me. She's showing, her legs, and she has the loose thighs skin on her thighs like I do. You
mhm.
know, she's wearing a strapless or a sleeveless dress, and she has the same
Very
bariatric
wave with
wave
the
that I
wave.
do.
Yeah.
And so when I could see, not that I was critiquing everyone, I know that sounds
No,
horrible,
no, but we
but
compare
I
ourselves
connected with them. I realized
like
that
that better.
everybody there, they looked like me. They looked like you. It was a good place to be.
Oh my gosh. And I think that's why
Yeah.
JBY is so amazing because you're around the people that are
Yeah.
on the same journey, whether they've had plastics or not, they have the scars of it as well. I mean, I can
Yes.
imagine, I mean, there was quite a few of them. You look at them from the outside and you're seeing the toned muscle and the things,
Mhm.
but one of them lifted up their shirts and you could see the scars that they
Yeah.
still had. And I
And you
think,
can
I
hear
bet
it
you,
in their
oh yeah.
speech.
And their stories, oh my goodness. I connected with so many, and I know you did as well, connected with so many on their stories, especially the Profi Queen, KT. She and I have such similar stories, and I can't wait to get her on this on one of our berry chats. But I truly believe body dysmorphia is real. People don't understand it unless they've gone through it. I mean, I look at myself, and this is something that bothers me because I'm in constant meetings like we are right now where I'm showing my face and all I see is my neck. Now, I know it's not that bad, but
Mm-mm.
there are moments where I haven't done my skincare that day or whatever it might be, and it just looks a little more turkey-ish. Yeah. Remember what we did when we first got
That
the
comes
first
with
time?
age.
It does. It also comes with the age, guys. So, I'm 51, Pam's 56, 5. So
56.
56. I messed it up last time. So I was like, which way did I go? But we cater to every age, but we know more about our journeys, which has been the 40 plus grouping. And I think that's where we
Yes.
really shine. And
Yeah.
um, the body dysmorphia is real. The one thing I will say is
Mhm.
find someone to talk to, because the more you bottle it up, the worse it'll get.
Mhm.
You need to start talking to yourself in a positive way, saying, I am beautiful. I don't care if you feel that way or not.
Yes.
At some point, you will start believing it. I am beautiful.
Stop avoiding the mirrors.
Oh my gosh, yes. Don't
Stop avoiding the
avoid.
mirrors.
Take
Look,
pictures.
look at your journey in the mirror.
Oh,
Yes, take those pictures. Compare those pictures.
because you might not see it when you're looking in the mirror, but when you can take your before picture to your today picture, and there's two pictures that I use consistently as my before picture, because they're really the only two I have a full picture, full body picture of me. And I take those and I compare them along my journey. And I'm going to tell you, you will see it. It takes time, and you need to be positive with yourself. I can do hard things. I can do this. I am doing this. Okay. You need to make it positive, and you need to use the I in it, because it's making a commitment to yourself.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys for today, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye.
Bye.